Hello Gundam fans, Jodas here, and we're back to the another Gunpla reviews. And this time look at the 1144 high grade Gat-X207 Blitz Gundam from Mosa Gundam C series. If you're not really familiar about this one, he is a mobile suit. He was piloted by Nicole Alfi, I think it's how I pronounce the last name, and he is a member of the SAF Force. And he first appears episode 1 from when he was trying to steal the mobile suit, them along with Buster Gundam, Blizz, Dual Gundam, and Agi Gundam. Yes, Agi Gundam, it is Aegis when he was trying. Up until his episode 30, when now, unfortunately, spoiler alert, he died very quickly at the end of the episode during the Battle of Marshall Island, not to be confused with Marshall Paw Patrol, when he was trying when Akira tries to finish him off after his try the final blow, but Nicole sacrificed to stop them, but ultimately Nicole, along with Blizz Moscow, sadly gets destroyed by it was later destroyed by Alice Strike Gundam with the sword. I forgot his sword strike Gundam, and he stabbed from or plunging through his cockpit, and that gets when Blitz Gundam gets destroyed. Leah's Alfred gets lonely and anger. Yeah, it's a pretty shock. It's pretty sad, pretty emotional, very devastated. That was the pretty much character development as well. So that's about the Blitz Gundam itself. Let's take a look at the package. And you can see I actually got this one at some place called, I believe some place called Bloomington Center Convention Center. I actually got it. I think it's say $20, I believe. So along with Garaduga, surprise, also spoiler. So yeah, I'm very excited this one. So I'm hoping we get the rest. And there was also dual Gundams there. I could have get them. I was trying to get them, but sadly I couldn't get them. So that's really unfortunate. Hopefully we get to see Dual Gundam along with the Edgy Gundams and possibly Buster Gundam. He's pretty hard to find. Oh, here's a fun fact. Did you know that was originally Derica was originally going to killed off in episode 30, but was ultimately during the Battle of Marshall Island, but it was ultimately scrapped due to the poor sales of Buster Gundam, poor sales. So they keep Derica's alive and is replaced Nicole instead, according to Gundam Wikis. So let's take a look at the package. So let's take a look at the package. It looks very nice, little cool artwork. And nice little Blitz Gundam. It says Gundam C on it. And you can see it as a Bandai Namco. That was a re-release in Residence. And it says this is a remaster version, not the original version. The original that came out, I think it's 2001, or no, 2002, sorry. Before it was re-released in 2011. Same as Blitz Gundam. It says High Grade Gundam C. They did not put a high grade or cosmic era. It says the remaster R. It stands for remaster number 4, and it's made by Bandai from 2011. On the side, it's pretty much the same. On the top here, it shows little features and how to the gimmicks. And on the bottom here, it has a little details. Talks about it has a little bio. And unfortunately, there's no English translated. It shows a little details from front. And there's Nicole. There it is right then. It has a little bio. So, yeah, that's pretty much about the package. Also, it has a Bandai Blue logo. So, anyway, let's take it open up. Let's take a look at Blitz Gun itself. Before we look at the gun for itself, let's take a look at the instructions. It shows a little structure booklets. It shows two details. And shows the back. And you can see it also comes with decal stickers, which I'll show you what's added. And it does come with little instructions. It shows you how to put assembly acquire. So other than that, I recommend this thing to build as well. Alright, so here's Blitz Gundam out of the package, and you can see he's finally built. I took this hour. Not that hard was this one. And yeah, and overall, it looks really great looking. He's pretty accurate. Looks string accurate in the show. The only kind of missing, he's kind of missing one. He's missing the red on his here and the foot. And you can see it's supposed to be purple, brighter purplish angle. I forgot what kind of color it is on his of her foot. So that's pretty a bummer. This one. So I definitely will make a customized paint after this. So it does come with the weapons. He comes with a looks like a. It comes with a looks like a some kind of beam shield or beam missile. It comes with a little missile. You might recognize you've seen the show when he was shooting is right here when he was banging for this. One didn't notice it has a little hole. I believe this is supposed to came with a beam saber effect on this here, but unfortunately they never made it, which is really unfortunately was scrapped. It comes with a alternate pieces that goes for open claw. Let's look into that. This little connect piece that goes here. And speaking of claw, I'll just take them off. Anyway, he comes with a looks like a claw launcher, which looks nice detail, but it's kind of missing. He's missing his red is here. What's the point? Let's look and show the instructions. Look at the prototype. Let's see. And you can see he's missing his red line. He's missing red line. So yeah, this is really unfortunately it's kind of a little missing. Oh yeah, he's missing black line. So that's pretty unfortunate. It has little tabs as well. And finally, he comes with a looks like a some kind of alternate piece. Or no, that thing looks like a wire. It has a wire. Goes attached to his connect here. This is very similar to Zegok. Oh, not Zegok. Zeong, who has a tie wires stand. Very similar. My only that goes attached to his here. Goes connectors here. I believe somewhere goes. I had no idea. Oops. As well. And lastly, he comes with a display stand that goes through connect here. Because here it goes connect right here. So it looks like this. Okay, so here he is in his launching his claw launcher. Apparently, you're supposed to connect the two wire goes in here. My only real problem because this time he cannot stay connect. Does not connect. It just completely fall over. That's a real disappointment. I kind of wish I had the glue that had a plug into his glue. I think it would be nice, a cool one. Besides the feature, you take his claw off. It goes connected, looks like this. That'll make sound. Here we go. Here how his claws open. The head scope for Blitz Gundam looks pretty nice. I really like the head. Looks like Optimus Prime's mouth plate. It looks close to how he looks in the anime look. Looks pretty accurate. But has a little decal sticker, one for SAF logo. The other one is number on the shoulders. Now he's kind of missing his red line, which I mentioned early. And only problem, this one has stickers. It's supposedly stay sticker on, and it's probably almost fell out. That's probably the scariest thing. It would have been nice, cool to have him paint on it, customized. Shows a little rest of body detail, and you can see it looks like his loose peg. It's supposed to be stay connected, so does not a bowl joint. It's just a swivel. So other than that, overall, it's a pretty nice old. This came out of 2011. It shows that really nice. It shows on the back here, not the most detail. It's kind of more missing detail, and you can see he has a lot missing detail. His missing thruster. Maybe they'll make a custom paint added after this, so hopefully that. As for articulation for Blitz Gundam, this came out in 2011, of course. Its head on the ball joints. It does go up side to side. It was kind of loose. No neck articulation. His arms goes up and down, goes in and out that much. Goes in and out because it's hindered by his shoulders. It has a bicep swivel bicep, bend of the elbow, no double joint elbow. It does a bull joint wrist. Oh, and sadly, there's no butterfly joint. Really, unfortunately, it does have swivel. It has swivel waist. It has a waist swivel, and his leg is forwards and back goes in and out. Thigh swivel, double hinge knee, not much. And finally, bull joint ankles, and toe articulation. So that's about really limited pose articulations. So there's my review of the 1144 high grade Blitz Gundam. Overall, this looks not that bad. Looks nice. Very details. I kind of wish I had a more Redis details, more accurate. I do like the head sculpt. The weapons looks decent. My only biggest issue, this one here, it does not stay connect. It looks like it falls over. His hands looks like it's purple, what I didn't mention. It's supposed to be gray hand. His hand's finger is supposed to be gray, but look on the box, the prototype. Oh, I almost forgot. I didn't show you. It has a peg. It goes connect to his back. Yes, I forgot to mention. So under that, overall, it's a really nice one, Gunfly one. I mean, you're a fan of the what was it gonna see? I recommend you can pick this up. I recommend you can pick this up online. Or I recommend just pick it up. So overall, so yeah, I recommend to check this out. So anyway, like I said, I got this one at some place called I think it's called the Bloomington Convention Center. What I got. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this one. Be sure to don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. So thanks for watching and goodbye.